Hi, this is Gunjan Grover, and today I will tell you about the 4 ratios to evaluate mutual funds. Due to increasing awareness and rising markets, more and more Indians are looking to invest their money in the stock market. A lot of investors are opening their mutual fund accounts and starting their systematic investment plan, that is the SIP. However, the big question is how to select the right mutual fund. One way to do that is to reach out to a trusted investment advisor and let them help you find the right mutual fund for you. But if you wish to do your own research as well and not entirely depend upon a third person, then this video is for you. But before moving ahead, let us understand 2 important words that are paramount for any kind of investment. And the words are risk and return. As investors, we pay too much attention to returns and too little attention to risks. The golden rule of investing says that if you manage the risks properly, the returns have a far higher probability to follow. So let's get started on managing risk. There are 4 main metrics that help you gauge the risk and volatility involved in your business: alpha, beta, Sharpe ratio, and Sortino ratio. These metrics help us determine a mutual fund's performance against a benchmark index such as Nifty 50. Also, these metrics measure the risk of the portfolio in one way or the other. Hence, using these metrics help us determine the risk-reward parameters of our investments. Let us start with alpha. The excess return of a mutual fund investment relative to the return of a benchmark index is the investment's alpha. Alpha may be positive or negative and is the result of active investing. For example, if Nifty went up 5% and mutual fund A went up 7% and mutual fund B went up 3%. So mutual fund A has 2 alpha and mutual fund B has minus 2 alpha with respect to Nifty. Any investor must strive for a positive alpha from his or her investments. Mathematically, we can represent alpha as follows. Alpha is equal to R minus RF minus beta into RM minus RF, where R is the portfolio return, RF is the risk-free rate of return, beta is the systematic risk of a portfolio, RM is the market return or the benchmark index return. For example, assuming that the actual return of the fund is 25%, the risk-free rate is 8%, beta is 1.1 and the benchmark index return is 20%. Alpha is calculated as alpha is equal to 0.25 minus 0.08 minus 1.1 into 0.2 minus 0.08, which is equal to 0.038 or 3.8%. We should always strive for at least a positive alpha over the long term when we invest in actively managed funds. Now let's look at beta. Beta is a measure of the volatility or systematic risk of a mutual fund portfolio compared to the market as a whole. Systematic risk refers to the risk inherent to the entire market or the market segment. Systematic risk, also known as the undiversible risk, volatility or market risk, affects the overall market, not just a particular stock or industry. Beta is calculated using regression analysis and it represents the tendency of an investment return to respond to movements in the market. By definition, the market has beta of 1. Now, a mutual fund portfolio with beta of 1 indicates that it is as volatile as the market. A beta of less than 1 indicates lesser volatility corresponding to the market, and more than 1 indicates higher volatility corresponding to the market. Conservative investors should go for lower beta, while aggressive or risk-taking investors should go for higher beta investments. Now comes the Sharpe ratio. Sharpe ratio was invented by Nobel laureate William F. Sharpe. It is used to help investors understand the return of a mutual fund investment compared to its risk. It is the average return earned more than the risk-free rate per unit of the volatility or total risk. Well, volatility is a measure of the price fluctuations of an asset or a portfolio. Deducting the risk-free rate from the mean return allows an investor to segregate the profits associated with the risk-taking activities. The higher the value of the ratio, the better it is for you. Mathematically, it can be represented as follows, where RP is the return of the portfolio, RF is the risk-free rate, sigma P is the standard deviation of the portfolio's excess return. If your mutual fund portfolio has returned 25% over the last year, the current risk-free rate is 8% and the volatility of the portfolio's returns was 18%, which makes the Sharpe ratio of 94.4%. An investor considering adding a mutual fund scheme to the portfolio may reduce the returns from 25% to 20%, but also reduce the volatility of the portfolio to 12%. The risk-free rate remains the same at 8%, so the Sharpe ratio comes to 100%. So here, despite lowering the return prospects in absolute terms from 25% to 20%, an investor may still opt for the mutual fund scheme as it reduces the volatility drastically and provides a better risk-adjusted return. Now let's come to the last metric, and that is Sortino ratio. Sortino ratio is a variation of the Sharpe ratio that differentiates harmful volatility from the total overall volatility by using the asset's standard deviation of negative portfolio returns, that is the downside deviation, instead of the total standard deviation of the portfolio returns. The Sortino ratio takes an asset or portfolio's return and subtracts the risk-free rate and then divides that amount by the asset's downside deviation. Now, what is the downside deviation? Downside deviation is more commonly known as drawdowns. Because the Sortino ratio focuses only on the drawdowns of a mutual fund scheme's returns from the mean, it is thought to give a better view of a mutual fund's risk-adjusted performance since positive volatility is a benefit. Mathematically, it can be represented as follows, where RP is equal to actual or expected portfolio return, RF is risk-free rate, sigma D is standard deviation of the downside. Now let's understand this by an example. If you have to choose between two mutual funds A and B, with the following details. For A, RP is 25%, RF is 8% and sigma D is 18%. And for B, RP is 20%, RF is 8% and sigma D is 12%. Sortino ratio for A would be 94.4%. Similarly, Sortino ratio for B would be 100%. Despite low returns from mutual fund B, an investor would tend to prefer it over mutual fund A as the Sortino ratio for B is higher. And the main reason for the ratio to be higher for B is the lower downside risk. Now let me show you how to find these metrics in the Grow app. It is very simple. Just follow these steps. First, open your Grow app, select any mutual fund of your choice, scroll down and click on Holdings. Click on Holding Analysis. Then scroll down to the bottom. You will find Advanced Ratios. There you will have all the 4 metrics of alpha, beta, Sharpe ratio and Sortino ratio. Hope this helps you choose the fund that is right for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On that note, here's me, Gunjan Grover, signing off. Bye-bye. Take care, keep calm and invest on.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.